My name is Natalie Harburg, and I'm an associate professor of physics and astronomy here at Knox College. In the summer of 2020, this dome that I'm sitting in here was installed. This is a 16-foot diameter dome, so you can actually stand up and walk around in it. In January, we actually got the telescope installed, a 17-inch plane wave astrograph telescope. Everything is operating really smoothly together. So one of the things that I'm really excited about is that this new telescope is capable of detecting very small changes in things like stars. We have the possibility of being able to detect the variation in light from a star due to exoplanets, due to planets orbiting stars other than the sun. That's something that I'm really excited about, since one of the classes I teach here is a class that's the Search for Extraterrestrial Life. We've had students taking observations for class projects as well as for independent projects. Right now we're starting to get students more engaged in observing research.
I'm Allison Molinari. I am a senior physics major with a minor in astronomy. The first time I came up to the dome was amazing. The night sky in Galesburg is beautiful to begin with. I'm excited to learn how to use the telescope, how to use the technology, and I want to get some good experience before I look for jobs and different things that I want to do.
Allison is working on a project of looking for stars that vary their brightness over certain periods of time in star clusters.
So variable stars are stars that their luminosity changes over time, like a sinusoidal wave where it's periodic and it goes brighter and dimmer and brighter and dimmer. That can tell us about the size of the star or how far away it is, depending on what type of variable star it is.
That's the type of project that students can very easily get involved in. We can do projects on identifying asteroids, looking at colors of asteroids. We can do projects on different types of galaxies.
Student-teacher collaboration is important because it helps us understand what it could be like working in the field after we graduate. Working with professors outside of class, which happens a lot at Knox, you get to see what they're working toward and what a real project in the real world looks like.
Even non-research students can get experience with this telescope, as we are starting to have observing nights for the campus where we are offering live streaming observing. We're also going to start inviting people to come up to the telescope and look through the eyepiece as well.
Last week, actually, I was up in the dome while she was hosting an observing session for Search for Extraterrestrial Life. We looked at the moon and a couple galaxies and a couple clusters, and it was fun to finally see Knox astronomy coming together. She's been talking about the observatory for so long that it's cool to see it actually in action now.
I just love astronomy. I love learning about these places, the stuff that's out there that's so different and so unearth-like, to sort of uncover the unknown. I still have a sort of childlike wonder at the whole thing, and that's kind of what keeps me going, I think.
I enjoy Natalie's teaching style because she's very personable, she's engaging in her lectures, and it's just easy to follow the structure of the course. And she's also the cool person. She's fun to talk to before class, outside of class, and just talk about class topics or whatever's happening in the world.
I think that what made me want to pursue teaching as a career is that I discovered that learning was what I really loved about school. It was the idea that I was in a place that was always teaching me something, I was always learning from someone, and people were always learning from me as well. Generally speaking, our students are successful at getting into graduate programs and also very successful being employed. We have a student that went on to become an engineer at Boeing. We've had a really good record of sending a lot of students to PhD programs as well.
I am attending the University of Maine for their graduate program in physics and astronomy for their PhD program.
Students here are competitive in a sense. They're intellectually competitive in that they all want to be very good. But at the same time, it's a very collaborative experience in the sense that the students all learn from each other a lot. There's a sort of really healthy environment of helping each other through work because it's the best way to learn. It's not a competition for grades, it's a competition to be the best you. The way that they're going to be the best version of themselves is to help each other. And I think that you see that a lot in the physics and astronomy here. A lot of that intensity that you really need to learn, but at the same time, a lot of support from both your fellow students and from the faculty.